Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. This is Sullivan. Let's give my latest review who on Samurai Jack season 5, episode 6. Even though this episode came out last week, trying to do my best over here. Anyway, let's get started. I really liked this episode because it had a few cameos. How five because this was about Ashi a little bit. From Ashi's point of view. How she tries to find Jack and eventually finds out more about him. And who he is. That's one of the things I like about this episode. We also get to see that there are things who are still people still after him, who know about his legend. And anyway, let's get started. We get to see Ashi. She's on board this airship. It's kind of like this blimp or whatever. It's flying, and we get to see these two guys, big, huge guys, robes, like talking about her, like she's looking for Aku. Maybe she's an assassin. They can sense the evil in her. Maybe there's still some evil that's still in Aku. There's still some evil in Aku inside of her. Remember, she was brainwashed, believing that Aku was their savior and Jack was the enemy. The daughters of Aku. Oh, they try to jump her. We fail and say they will not let you hurt the samurai. I say I'm not here to hurt the samurai. I want to find him. He may be in danger. They reveal that they're his friends. It's actually the Woolies. The Woolies are we haven't seen these guys in a long time. This is way back to season 1 of Samurai Jack, episode 4. Jack and the Woolies when he saved them from being enslaved by the creature lights. The creature lights were these small white aliens with blue faces, and they had these blue lenses. The lead one had orange lenses. I guess because he was the leader. They were voiced by Tom Kenny. And they enslaved them. I really love the animation, how they did it. How they did a recreate of some the fight between Jack and the creature lights when he was saving the Woolies. How he actually knocked someone's teeth out. He actually knocked one of their teeth out, which was pretty intense. How I really enjoyed how they did it. How they did it. How eventually she finds out that Jack stopped off somewhere. Locked up at the next stop. How she glides off. How it makes the guy worry. She literally goes down, lands on a tree, use her kunai with chain or whatever, hook with chain, and she meets the archers, the three archers. The archers, that's from the episode with Jack and the three archers or the blind archers. Now it's the three archers where Jack freed them from being enslaved by a magical well. They were blind, and they looked like dogs, but they couldn't see, but they had these enhanced hearing, and they had the ability to shoot arrows. Jack defeated them all and freed them from the curse. He even destroyed the well. It was also revealed that this was all Aku's doing. That Aku, created the curse of the well. That just proves how much evil Aku is. They didn't do that. They didn't say how the well how it came to it be in existence. But then again, Jack destroyed the well using his sword. They just added that in, trying to fill the overall story. But I like it. Aku's the source of all evil, so it makes sense. As things continue, we get to find out that Scaramouch is alive. How he reaches for a boat or whatever, land. He's trying to find his way to reach Aku, who tried to tell him that Jack lost his sword. That Jack is basically defenseless because without Jack's sword, he can't defeat Aku. However, he gets into a number of air circuits that he can't get on the ship. I'll explain more about that later. We get to see another cameo, like for example, she gets to see this rave. If you guys know the rave, Jack and the rave, we find out that the DJ is Amelia, the daughter of the innkeeper that he saved long ago. She's now spreading the word about Samurai Jack through music. How they all make the sign of Samurai Jack using their hands. I can't do it, They even dance the same dance moves that Jack did during that very same rave, or showing how they respected Jack, How, like, Jack is more than just a person. He's a legend, How the fact that he's been around for 50 years, spreading his goodness throughout and helping people, it's pretty interesting, How she dances with them, finds out more about the story. She leaves. How we get to see a flashback of what you call the high priestess of Aku, literally throwing her in fire and ash. Like her skin that's not a bodysuit she's wearing. That's really her real skin. I'm like she threw her into fire because she said Aku was made of fire. Her and all that stuff. She probably did that to all the daughters of Aku. Eventually, she takes a bath or whatever, rubs up all the dirt, and all the evil from her skin. I really like this part because it shows the shedding of personality and the shedding of identity. Because she was raised to think that Jack was evil. evil and this horrible person spreading nothing but darkness and stuff. But that's all a lie. And now that she's seen what Jack truly is, she's trying to understand. But there's also a part of her that question: is she truly Jack's friend or not? Which means that she still needs to find out more. We also get to see Scaramouche, trying to find his way onto a boat or whatever, trying to get to Aku. He gets into some problems. How the guy wouldn't let him on because he has no body and stuff. We find out that he's not the top assassin in the world. Apparently, he's the third top assassin. The number one is some guy named Deathblow. I don't know who he is. There's another guy, I forgot his name. There's also a fourth guy that's underneath Scaramouche. But he's now third. How he uses tricks to get inside, becoming a dog. How he got one guy to try to, and the guy he owes the guy like $50 or whatever. He couldn't pay him. How the guy left him because he couldn't trust him. Because last guy did cut off his head. And how he said some weird stuff like, "What a weird guy! He looks like a talking penis." There was some mature jokes in this because remember, this is aimed for an older audience. Remember, they're not the I don't know, because this version of Samurai Jack, it's for more mature. That's why we get blood and action. It's for the adult, for like more adults, because all the people who watched it as kids, they're now adults, so they can see all the blood, action, and some of the mature content that we never got to see, way back when. And I understand how they did it. We get her turned to a bar. We get the Ashi scene in the bar. How she sees like she's the samurai, not Samurai Jack, the samurai, that hip hop samurai. That Jack beat up, way back in season 4. Back then he was voiced by David Allen Greer. They didn't do that. How he's much older now. He's now he's like the bartender to the innkeeper. We had to see a whole bunch of guys who fought Jack once. They all got bashed up. One guy was held together by nothing but band-aids. One guy's face got turned inside out. We even get to see a robot Popeye. I really love the subtle references to Hanna-Barbera. Because Cartoon Network owns Hanna-Barbera a little bit. And we also get the Hanna-Barbera moment where Scaramouche is trying to talk to Aku later, and she can't hear him because she's trying to tell him to pipe down, and there are 3 dogs. One that looks like Astro from the Jetsons. That was just funny. And eventually, to get to Scaramouche, they mess with him because he told them to pipe down. It's 3-1 against Scaramouche, and he has nobody, so they're gonna make him his toy. Eventually, the samurai tells them about how Jack showed him the true meaning of being a samurai, that he wasn't the baddest, how he became the bartender, and all the other guys are like not impressed, whatever. They say you got no soul, you're a robot. We even get to see Demongo again, like Demongo, the soul collector, her showing up saying, "I come for the soul of the greatest warriors, but I come to a wrong place." He just shows up out of nowhere, seeing all these guys messed up, and just leaves. Then we get to the final moment. As Ashi leaves and a stranger points her where Jack is going to be. It's the same question. Now, are you Jack's friend? And she's trying to respond, yes. As soon as the stranger points to her, she leaves again. We don't know who she is. We find Jack with the specter, the spirit of his ancestors. How he's like being surrounded by this ceremony. It looks like Jack is getting ready to kill himself. We get to see the spirits of these past warriors, samurai. Like the specter telling Ashi not to participate. Jack is this close to killing himself. And the specter saying, "Welcome, great lord. This samurai has failed his purpose." Jack being, Jack, the fact that he's literally going this far, that he failed his mission. It wasn't his fault. Those kids didn't die. They were mind controlled by that guy. He did his best to try to save them, and he's like this way because he thinks he failed, but that's not true. Ashi is literally going all the way out for her, even making sure that to save him, even from these specters. One of them looked like even how Jack looked like in that robot samurai form when he bought Roundabout. The other one looked like how Jack looked like in the beginning of the season. When he got his new armor, his new look. It reminded me a lot of that. As Ashi tries to do her best, confronting the specter, telling her not to interfere, that how he failed. Everywhere he goes, men, women, including children, die. All those children dead because of him. But Jack, but she doesn't want to give up on Jack. She tells him that the children are alive, that he saved her. Before Jack takes the sword he was going to use to kill himself with, and strikes down on the specter, and all the spirits of the other samurai all go away. How Jack's first words to Ashi are like, and nice hair and dress. I like it. He likes Ashi's new look, and Ashi's asking what they're gonna do now. And now Jack said it for good. Finally, it's time to find my sword. I can't wait to see how Jack is gonna find his sword. Remember his sword is magic forged from the spirit of his father by the gods. So they have a special bond and connection. I can't wait to see how they're gonna try to use that connection to try to get Jack his sword back. Heck, what about you guys? I hope this is going to be awesome. What do you think? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed this. Watch it, subscribe. Thank you. Let me know down below. My favorite cameo got to be either the Woolies, because they were way back in Samurai Jack when they first came out. They did nothing but show the first 3 episodes of Samurai Jack act for a month, the premiere movie, for like August to September. Then September, we finally got our first episode, by itself, which was the Jack and the Woolies. I think I'll rank the DJ second, and the Mongo third, the Samurai, the Archers fourth, and the Samurai is last. I wish that he was voiced by David Allen Greer again. He was awesome. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. This is Solomon Adams. Give my latest review on Samurai Jack Season 5, Episode 6. I'm out. Enjoy this episode. Bye.